I'm on hiatus because I've got no hardware, so I don't have anything to run anything.
Yay.
Woo, woo.
So I guess it is time to get to the amazing Skeletech this stream.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Oh, that was...
In my defense, I never said I was good at gaming. I just can talk for a very, very long time about it.
You just stream playing games on Twitch is all. I don't think there has not been episode where Dave Stanley or at least Skeletech has come up.
Yeah. Not since.
I'm gonna start charging Dave for pimping his game all the time. To give a little context of what was going on, RetroPriness has actually had one of the very first streams, and actually one of the very first versions that were available of the Skeletech game.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I was actually quite jealous about that. To this day.
I had the world premiere.
Exclusive.
Universe exclusive.
I think your stream was actually before I finished editing Dave's episode.
Oh, really?
So truly, yeah. You really were like the world premiere of the media coverage for Dave Stanley.
Yeah. Oh, and just because I haven't mentioned this yet, Dave has given us graphics for our first T-shirt, so he will be one of the first officially licensed Orange Bison T-shirts.
Seriously,
because we might as well at this point go follow Dave Stanley at Dave_draws on Twitter.
Dave_draws.
Dave_draws at Twitter. Do I need to ship you two O2 masks?
Oh, I'm sitting here with pursed lips.
Have you quite finished, Andrew?
Oh, I am.
She's still going.
These are my working conditions. I will have you know, this is what I get constantly.
I don't know what you mean.
Okay. Anyway. Yes, Skeletech. So yeah, we're sort of feeling like we're selling our souls to Dave here, aren't we?
Not at all.
But after your first play there, Princess, it was amazing. Just for that hour or so that you played that, the changes then, which Dave implemented for the next release.
Incredible.
Mm-hmm.
It was
so how long was the stream?
There was a couple of versions, wasn't there? Or a couple of episodes of
it. I did the world premiere one, which was the build that was going to be released the next day. Mm-hmm. Bless Dave's heart, he let me go with that. And as I'm playing it, poorly, to be fair, let's all be fair and tell the truth, I played it abysmally.
Well, to be completely fair, that was Dave had intentionally put a fairly hard learning curve on his demo because it was just a demo.
Absolutely. And as I was going through, he was going, I'm going to tweak that a little bit and I'm going to move that and I'm going to take that out and put this in. And actually, him being there in the chat and watching it being played there in that moment was a really, really good process for him. And I'm getting that more and more now during the streams. I'm having other developers come in and say, wow, I love the mechanic of that, or I love the way that they've used I don't know, XYZ on there, it looks really good. That's given me an idea to use within my own stuff. So it's good for viewers who, you know, like watching people play games, although why you'd want to watch me play a game, I'm not quite sure. And it's good for the developers as well, because it gives them a bit of inspiration or an idea. They can ask a question, and another developer might say, "Oh, have you tried?" So yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, you're getting a little bit of a community around you.
I wouldn't say community. I'd say more reputation.
Regulars?
Bad reputation. Yeah, regulars.
I mean, Sam does love your Friday streams.
He does. He's so sweet. I have like Dave quite regularly. I have probably between 5 and 7 sort of core regulars now who are in every week or every other week, and that's really lovely. It really is.
I will have to admit that I'm unfortunately not in that group as much as I truly want to be. You know, my personal schedule and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
No, I mean, I'll see your tweets of like, I'm live, and I'm like, I'm literally making a whole bunch of pizzas right now. I can't do it. Because that's one of my jobs. I do work in a pizza. But,
I'm sure I believe you.
You believe me as much as you're innocent, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Most innocent person I have ever met.
Well, I think so. Virtuous.
Do you know what I love the best about you playing those horror streams?
Oh,
I forget which game you were playing, if you can remember, Princess, and it was quite scary. And then you said after you had to go downstairs in the dark for something.
Oh, don't.
What was that game?
Oh, it was...
Wasn't Phantasmal, was it?
No, I think it was Left Alone, I think.
Oh, yes.
And
yes.
As you move through the environment, it's like a rundown school. It's an abandoned school, and you'll walk past a door and all of a sudden the door handle will start rattling, or you'll go towards a window and somebody will start hammering on the window, but there's nothing there. So after the stream, I'm like, whoa, I need to go and get a drink. I need to just have like a couple of minutes, just breathe, and then I'll go back upstairs and I'll push it to YouTube and whatever I do. So I go downstairs, and for some reason, my husband thought it would be a really, really fucking good idea to tiptoe down the stairs behind me. And our kitchen, you have to go down the stairs through the living room and out to the kitchen. I'm in the kitchen and I'm making my drink. He hid in the living room in the dark. I came out, no lights, and he went, boo! Fuck! I called him names that I'm not going to repeat here because...
Oh, go ahead. I have the explicit tag on this episode, the disclaimer already.
Well, it was something like bouncing bollocks bastard or something like that. I mean, yeah. I did hit him. Not like fist hit him, but I did like him.
I don't know, at that point I would have.
I probably should have. But it was my heart was really going. And sometimes it does when I'm playing one of these scary games, but to have somebody actually jump out at you.
That's the appeal. And did you ever tell the story of how this stream came to be?
Ooh, I want to hear this.
So do I, because I can't bloody remember.
Well, I recall it's all being on Twitter, and I don't know who you started chatting to. I think it was Phantasmal, and we were all saying how fantastic this would be if you would play it, because we know you absolutely hate, or you're absolutely terrified and easily scared. Yeah. And we all said, yeah, come on for dare, go on, do it. And you did. And done your live stream, and this became a weekly thing.
It did, because this was the first time that I'd collaborated with you, because back when I ran my own website, I ran you as a feature, your new website that was promoting indie devs and whatever, and I'd done a feature. I was like, okay, well, we'll work together on this, and this will be sort of something I do with you once a week, and yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Phantasma was great. I think you really, really loved that one.
It's because
Story
they
time?
come to-
Fucking die! Fucking die! Fucking!
I
I
think
think that was kind of the.
I think no, I think it was fuck you. Why won't you fucking die? If
There was the room was pitch black, and all you would see in the distance is a wee shed of light. And she runs into the light and stands under the light.
They didn't come get you if you stood in the light. So jumping from light to light to light to light to light, then these things would come towards you, and all you've got is a plank of fucking wood to twat these zombies on the head with.
And it was made even more funny by the fact that the hardware you were using was just about coping and not coping at the same time. So you just got these like slow motion shots and these
and then
horrific.
Stutter,
These
like,
horrific.
I know it's coming.
Yeah.
But I can't
Yeah. Oh dear.
And then the way Phantasma works, when you die in it, you go back to the start, and it was just so funny because it went back to the start, and you just seen Princess in the corner of the Twitch stream just going.
Yeah, it starts again, but it had, I can't remember, a procedural generation, wasn't it? Was that the name of it?
So the level was different
I
every
couldn't
time.
even think, well, at least I know how to get past the first 3 rooms, because it was a completely different fucking map every time. Yeah. So it's.
And what
scary.
game was it then? What game was it then you were starting to play? Was it the final? Was it the Final Sleep? Is that what you call it?
Among the Sleep.
Among the Sleep. You were all at the start. You were all like, "Oh, this is fine. Oh, this is fun. I can get into this."
Yeah.
Half an hour in.
It's a very cartoony game from the point of a toddler.
Oh no.
And I've got a toddler myself, so the more I was getting into this and how frightened this kid was, and how he couldn't find
that is.
It was starting to make me feel really quite sick. And then it got scary. At that point where you're just about starting to feel a bit of the creeped out, then it gets really scary. And there's this thing that looks like, what is it, Treebeard out of Lord of the Rings, right? That is coming towards you. It's like, and I would just sit there like,
Yeah, that's gonna have an interesting disclaimer. Do not play if you have a toddler.
yeah, when you get to the ending. I finished playing it during my charity stream, actually, and the ending is difficult. It's an extremely challenging piece of writing. It's not just a very well made game, it is a very challenging piece of work. And when you see the end of it, you understand what has been going on the whole time. And I would highly recommend it, thoroughly recommend it. But it's difficult to play, especially if you're a parent, I think.
Yeah.
Do you know, this isn't spoiling anything because it's in all the trailers anyway, this bit that I'm going to talk about. But see that part where you walked into, is it the bathroom or the kitchen area or the washing machine and all was there? You kept hearing this muffled sort of talking, like, help me type of mumbling sound.
Yeah.
And what it was actually found out to be, you turned off the washing machine and your teddy bear was put in the washing machine.
Oh.
The teddy bear is the companion, and the best bit about it was, if you ever watch the live stream, it has a feature where it lights up, and that made me laugh because Princess always had it lit off. It was like, oh, turn the light on, turn the light on.
Oh.
But you know what? I find that wee teddy a wee bit. Some of us find it a bit freaky.
Yeah, that little. It's supposed to be the companion. The teddy bear is supposed to be like the source of safety, and gets into